The M4 is a dominant weapon in Modern Warfare 2, and now that Shipment is out, I think you guys need an M4 Shipment class setup. That being said, the SMGs really excel on Shipment, and so I built this M4 so it could feel like an SMG, but you still got a lot of recoil control. And oh my god, this blizzard that's going across the US, this shit's cold. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, I'm actually going to be going over two different M4 setups. The first one is going to be a mixture of high mobility and low recoil, which is the one that we dropped the MGB on Shipment with. The second setup is going to be a more high mobility, specifically built for only close range engagements. With all that said, let's go over the setup I was using in the gameplay, which is my personal favorite setup for Shipment. So for the first attachment on the stock, you want to add the Tempest P80 Strike. This is going to heavily increase that strafe speed, and so if you are strafing in your gunfights, you are going to be a way harder target to hit. This is also going to increase the sprint speed and the ADS speed, allowing us to easily play way more aggressive with it. We are going to be losing a little bit of our recoil control and our aim and stability, but we're going to be using attachments to bring those values back up. For the tuning, because the iron sights don't really bounce when you are strafing, we're going to increase the ADS speed, and then for the bottom bar, since the aiming idle stability is already going to be very good on the weapon, we're just going to increase that strafe speed so we're a little bit of a harder target to hit. For the rear grip, just to maximize the mobility, I was going to run the Phantom grip, but the reason I don't like the Phantom grip is because it's pretty much like the X10, but you're losing flinch resistance, so if the enemy is shooting at you, you are going to miss more shots, leading to you maybe losing that gunfight. That being said, make sure you guys are running the X10 grip, and then you want to tune it. For the recoil steadiness, this is going to reduce the horizontal recoil on the weapon, since we are using a build with a little bit more mobility, and so usually when there's a lot of mobility, there's not the most amount of recoil control. So if we increase that recoil steadiness, it's going to reduce the horizontal recoil, and then obviously you want to increase the sprint to fire speed. That is a very important aspect of the weapon. For the next attachment on the barrel, so most of you guys are probably going to assume that we're going to throw in the high tower barrel because overall this is the best barrel for the weapon, but I noticed on Shipment you don't really need that damage range, bolt velocity, and the recoil control, and so this barrel isn't going to really help you on that map. But if you look at these stats, pretty much the high tower barrel is going to increase the range by a lot and give you a lot of recoil control, making the weapon very good at range. But on Shipment, the map is very tiny, and so most of your engagements are going to be at like close range, and so you don't really need those pros. Plus there is a lot of cons of running this barrel, and so we're actually going to go over here and we are going to be using the Tempest Trench Pro or the Tempest Fire Band. So the Fire Band is going to give you more mobility than you would with the Tempest, but you are going to lose more stats to your weapon, like we're losing more recoil control and more damage range. With the Tempest, we are only losing recoil control and bolt velocity, and so in my opinion, I think this is the best barrel because it's like right in the middle. For the tuning, because the strafe speed is already very good on the weapon, we're going to increase the recoil steadiness, so then it gives us less horizontal recoil. For the bottom bar, we don't really need that much damage range because we are using this on Shipment, and so we're just going to increase the ADS speed, making the weapon a little bit snappier. When we take a look at this thing in the firing range, you guys will notice that the iron sights are a little bit different, and so this might be a little bit weird to use because it's not like the usual M4 setup. For me, it took about 3 to 4 games for me to get used to the recoil, and then we are going to be using another attachment that's going to reduce the recoil a little bit more, but the weapon overall is going to be a little bit awkward to use, and so I really recommend you guys to play like 3 to 5 games with it, and then I promise you, you will be a beamer with it. It is super easy to use once you get used to it. For the next attachment, so I usually don't run a laser on my builds unless I'm playing Ship, and overall I really like the lasers, but I know a lot of you guys don't run the lasers, so I'm trying to stray away from them. But on Shipment, the lasers are so good on the map, like I really recommend you guys to run a laser on your weapon, and the one that I recommend is going to be the OLE. This is just going to increase the overall mobility of the weapon, and it's going to reduce all that idle sway. So before we add this, let's take a look at the sway. The weapon is swaying a decent amount, and this is going to continue to sway when you are firing the weapon, giving you like a random unpredictable recoil. But if we go ahead and add the OLE laser, then we go back into the firing range, you guys will see this thing is now moving way less. It still is moving a decent amount, but we are only going to be using this at close and medium range, and so this really shouldn't impact you at all. For the last attachment on this build, you want to go over to the muzzle, and then you want to add a recoil control muzzle. You don't really need it, but you will hit a little bit more shots, and it'll be overall like a more consistent player, which the muzzle that you want to use doesn't really matter. All these pretty much do the same thing, but the one that I was having the most fun with is going to be the RF Crown 50. For the tuning on here, you just want to increase the recoil stabilization so there's less horizontal recoil, and then for the bottom bar, you want to increase the gun kick control so there's less vertical recoil. So I kind of messed up explaining this. What you guys actually want to do is take off the laser, then you want to go over to the magazine and add the 60 round mag. But if you don't want to run the 60 round mag, then I would add the laser, and I forgot to explain that previously. And so the reason I like the 60 round mag, majority of the time if I die on Shipment, it's because I ran out of ammo. So if you add the 60 60 round mag, you're not going to run out of ammo nearly as much, making the feeds and just overall just staying alive on Shipment way easier. And so I really recommend you guys to try out the 60 round mag. Then if you don't want to run that, try out the 45, and then if you don't want to run a magazine at all, then you want to run that laser. So here's the final build of the weapon, and keep in mind we got a 60 round mag, which usually heavily reduces the mobility, and so having a mag on here, we are still moving pretty quick. Plus the ADS speed is still pretty snappy, not as snappy as if we weren't running a mag, but it's still pretty snappy. For the recoil control, you guys can still beam. There's a lot of visual recoil, but you guys can see I just beamed that guy in the very back like super easily. Here is the screenshot of the build that I was running in the gameplay, and then here is the tuning in case you guys want to take pictures. And just remember, if you don't want to run the magazine, run the OLE laser. For the next build I want to give you, this is going to be one of my viewers' build. His name is Mateo, so shout out to Mateo. He gave me like a very close range M4 build, so there's not going to be the most amount of recoil control, but if you're trying to use this thing strictly as an SMG, this build is very fun. I recommend you guys to try it out. So here's the build that he was running. I dropped an MGB with it on stream, and I was having a great time with this. The only thing that I would actually change is taking off the high velocity rounds, go over to the laser, of course, and then you can add the OLE laser, or if you want a little bit more recoil control, you can add one of the muzzles that gives you that. You could add a suppressor, but the suppressors don't really do much in the game. You're gonna still very loud, kind of like real life. But if you still want to run a laser, I recommend adding the Equalus 80, and then for the tuning, you just want to increase the ADS speed because recoil smoothness does not do anything. And then since we don't really need bullet velocity for the SMG build, just increase the aiming idle stability. And so here's a great build for the weapon. Okay, if you're a sub and I get a nuke, consider subscribing. Just consider it. Think about it. Yo, what the fuck? Oh, get bopped. Where are these guys at? Oh, we got Bunny Hopper over here. Oh my god. If you're wondering why I have a shield on my back, I'm an advocate for the shield to get nerfed. Did I get wallbanged through that? I didn't know you could shoot through the crates. Or it seems very inconsistent when you can and can't shoot through the crates, because I've tried to shoot through them a million times and I've never gotten the hit marker. Not once. But I've been killed through them. There we go. Yo. Okay, you guys gotta move. You guys gotta get some courage, and you gotta move. Oh my god, they're all back there. They all haven't moved. Oh my god. Use your legs, humans. Oh my god, no way. Oh, teammates cleaning up. What's my kill PR? I think it's like 180 or something. I've yet to get the 200 kill game. For the 200, you just need a lot of luck. Yeah, it's like more luck than skill. Like, yeah, you have to have the skill to get there, but you need a lot of luck. Because the game has to last for a long time. And then you gotta spawn trap them. Oh my god, there's no way I actually hit that. I had one bullet and I was like, okay, there's two enemies there. One of them is one shot, and I just guessed and I got it correctly. Okay, we got the advanced UAV. This is gonna help a lot, because it seems like these guys are very aggressive, or the spawns just keep flipping. No, he was already ADS sub. First time seeing you. This is super entertaining. Hell yeah, Neo. Love to hear that, dude. Love to hear that. Is anyone getting bored of Shipment? I haven't been. Like, I'm not bored whatsoever. I have, like, more fun when I play on these stupid small maps. I know a lot of people do like variety. Like, they like to play on other maps that feel more of like an actual map rather than like an XP simulator. Well, luckily that guy ran past me. There we go. Hit this man. There we go. Got a couple people to my left. One push up. You know you want to capture C. Okay, so these enemies aren't playing the objective whatsoever. I'm not either. But we'll hit him with the last bullet. Let's go. Let's pop this advanced UAV. Sometimes you can shoot through the corners. Oh shit, what the hell? I didn't even know that. Come on. Come on, give me ammo, please. Oh my god, the freaking decoy got me. What a decoy. Okay, let's call on this trophy system so they can't nade us. Oh, look at that. Look at the beams. Look at the beans. I love beans. And rice. Frijoles. Yeah, they all just run straight into B. So you gotta like watch the enemies, learn their playstyle, and then just counter it. Oh, teammates, you guys are going crazy. I can't even get a kill because of them. Oh, MGB, let's go, boys. Let's go. I'm gonna put the chat up on screen when I go to call it in. So if you type anything, you will be in tomorrow's YouTube video. Best M4 shipment class setup. I like other maps, but shipment is always just fun. That's a great take, dude. That's a great take. I agree with you. Come on, come on. No, dude, I love a good tin of beans. Whenever I hear the word beans, it just makes me think of Ross Creations, because he's done so many pranks with the frijoles. What the fuck? What's up? Oh, let's go. We might be able to get another one, honestly. Oh, they should be spawning down here. Never mind. Wait, are they still spawning on C? No, they're for sure spawning top right. I see my helo pinging them. No, am I dead? Am I dead because I got flashed? No! Wait, that's actually cool that you found that. W class. Dark, if you want, I'll give it to you after this game. Imagine running last stand on this map. Like, those dudes are just watching themselves die twice as much. I don't think last stand has worked once against me. Like, usually it really doesn't work. Like, I just finish them off with that one bullet. Yo, Viper, welcome, dude. If flashes were just lightest a bit shorter, exactly, little dude. That's what they need to do, is just make the flashes like maybe 10% less. Honestly, I would like it to be like 50% less time flashed. Oh, you're horrible, dude. See, boys, shield is too broken. Okay, I gotta not forget to call this in. At 190, I think we're gonna call it in. Let's go, let's go. This is a great game, boys. Oh my god, busted. Santa, what are you doing to me? You're supposed to give presents. Okay, I need to call it in right now. Okay, I'm gonna go hide. I'm gonna put the chat up on screen. Let's go! Easy nukes and dukes. Let's go. Let's pop the battle rage with this. Yo, if we can get quad feed with the MGB coming down. Oh my god. W's. No, he killed the moment. What a guy. Inspect. Let's go. Hiya, welcome to the stream. Get nuked, motherfuckers. Okay, let's see how many kills we got. Hopefully we got like 150 at least. Come on. 122 and 10. You know, that's a pretty good kitty. Let's go.
Little bitch like young, I bought a yard, said her pay they all yellow like bird.